Welcome back to another DoorDash Drivers Live Sunday edition with your host, Mr.BetonYou. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're out there making money, I hope you're being safe. I hope you're making money. If you're at home, kicked up on the couch, feet up, if you're watching on your TV, if you're watching in your car and you're sitting in a parking lot, wherever you're watching, I hope you are well. And I'm happy to be with you here tonight. So tonight I have something a little interesting I want to kind of do tonight. I'm going to give some information. I'm going to give what I believe to be very true for DoorDashers in the current state of how DoorDash is and what DoorDash is telling us and all that kind of stuff. So I know there's a lot of you, or some of you, that I've already seen that might be in the chat, might have commented, hey, I'm not doing DoorDash. What's DoorDash? I didn't work any hours this week. What do you know, can I still play? DoorDash is trash. DoorDash is this. DoorDash is dookie. Hey, listen, stay for the ride because I want to hear your opinion on these things as well. But if you are somebody that is currently working DoorDash and either is not doing good or doing okay or doing really good, you're going to be able to share in what we're going to be, the information we're going to be talking about tonight. Because I'm going to need you guys to be interactive. I'm going to need you guys to put numbers in the chat. I'll put up a few as I see them. And we're going to dissect some things. And I am going to play Pedro Damas. Okay? And I'm going to guess your money that you're making with DoorDash based on your acceptance rate. And we'll get into some other topics as well. Okay, so I hope you guys are well. I'm going to give shout outs in just a minute. Let me pull up the screen real quick for you guys. I put a poll up yesterday afternoon, and it has a lot of votes on it already and some pretty tantalizing information. So let me pull it up for you guys. Okay, so I'll pull this up. Some of you guys might have seen that video that I did. Let me go ahead and pull let me just do the whole thing if I can. Hold on. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do the whole screen. I don't want y'all to see me at all. Boom. There we go. Okay, so look at this post here. Let me read it. What is your current DoorDash acceptance rate? 3.2 thousand people voted. That's a lot of votes for a poll that's not been out that long. Okay, so I gave some percentages here from all the way from 0 to 100, right? Basically 0 to 10%, 21% of you guys, 11 to 30%, 17, 31 to 50, 9. I was surprised that was the lowest, but 51 to 70, 13%, and number one, 71% or more, 40%. So 53% of the people that voted, that watched this channel and voted, and that's over 3.2K votes, pretty decent sample size. Now, not overall for the entirety of DoorDash drivers, but that's a decent. Sometimes when you do studies, you only get 100 people, 1,000. 3.2 thousand of you mofos. 53%, over half of that says, so basically 1.7K of you guys, like 1,750, somewhere in that ballpark, are above 50%. Now, why is that significant? Let me get this off the screen. I'm going to tell you why I think that's significant throughout the course of tonight. So I broke down my numbers over the last 4 weeks. I talked to Madison tonight a little bit, and I'm going to talk to you. So this is the first thing we need to do. Let me get some shout outs first. Who do we have in the building? Let me see. All right, Big Carl, Tracy, Part Pig, Eric, Big Al, Sigma Sky Dasher, Jessica, editors, Nicole. I see Kevin, Trisha, Hoodie, Sigma, Tracy, Grand, Gloria, Trisha, Jackson Trader in the house, editors messing around. Appreciate all the channel members. Big Carl, Jackson Trader, Craig was here earlier. Sigma, Fatwa, Big Al, Joseph, Mad Dash, Dashing Across America. Always good to see you, my brother. Money Maker, editor, Sigma. I think I've said everybody. Real Tax Talk, another channel member. Appreciate you. Appreciate Mad Dash. Josh, he shared some numbers. 204.50 for 8 hours and 4 minutes. I'm looking for active time. Open up your DoorDash apps right now and look at how much you've earned this week. And I want the active time number. Let's go. Johan, I see you. Johan Lopez, I see you. Raise on Scramble. That's not surprising. The earnings call proves the programs and EBT are working for DoorDash. Raise on Scrabble, absolutely. For DoorDash, they are definitely working. And for some Dashers, depending on your market, I think they're working for them as well. But it depends on, obviously, market. Okay. Let me see. Karina, hello. My AR will be above 50 by end of the week, says Big Car. Okay. Gig Gal says $31.24 today in 54 minutes active time. That's great. But that's just today? I'm talking all week. I need the whole week, not just one day, not just one shift. Nick says, Pedro, you need to make that song. Pedro, your intro. Active time for the week, 15.2 hours, made 378.92. Okay. I'm going to pull up my info in just a minute, guys. I'm going to ask for some of you guys to re-put yours in and hit the thumbs up right here if you don't mind. 31 hours. Lisa says 18.5 and made 485. Okay. I'm looking for active time. 15 hours, 22 minutes. So first give me your earnings, then give me your active time. Everybody go on the Dash app right now. This isn't, we're not, I think I solved something. I just want y'all to rock with me for a second, okay? $200, 7 hours. That's good. 267 for 8.5. Got it. Okay. That's good. St. Louis County, says Tracy. 194.72 and 7.59 active. Okay, now, so all of you guys that are putting in that number, I want you to stay with me for a second. I want you to get your calculator out, divide your earnings by your active time. Do that for me right now, please. And then don't put in that number yet. Wait till I ask for it. I'm going to look at it and put it up on the screen. But also have your AR ready for me, actually, okay, as well. Okay? So DoorDash tells us on, the social media platforms and the videos that they make, or DebetonYou comes out and says something. They're basically, and he said this last year, almost a year ago. It was during the summer. I believe it was July. It was July of 2023. Tony said he wants Dashers, regardless if they're doing earn by time or earn by order, they want the money to be very similar. And if you have certain skill level and you knew your market really well, you've been doing this for a while, you're going to make more than somebody brand new regardless, right? And if your market's good. Now, $25 an hour is what the DoorDash kind of tells us. That's what he said that they make per active hour. Okay, and we know active hour isn't always going to match your dash time, but you can only get paid for when you're actually doing work. When you're sitting in a parking lot, you can't get paid for that, right? If you're doing earn by time and you're sitting in a McDonald's, you can get paid for that. That's different. Now, if you do a quick Google search on DoorDash earnings, you're going to get a wide range of things based on when that was done and the market. I've seen as low as $15 to $17 an hour, which is pretty low, but some of you might be making that. And that might be okay based on your goals and how much you give it in your marketplace. But a lot of times you're seeing 20, 22, 25 on the high end is what DoorDash and other people say that's what what you can make by signing up to be a DoorDash driver. Okay. I'm going to pull up my numbers for the last 4 weeks. So it's the last month. It's not just a shift. It's not just a week, 4 weeks. And I want to see if you guys see something that's interesting. Okay. Let me pull it up for you guys. Let me see. Where do I go? Let's get rid of this one. Okay. And let's go. Oh. I always hit the invite button when I want to present first. I don't know why I do that. All right, let's share this. I think if I go here. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me find it first. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to pull up something for you guys. I got 5 screens to show you. 4 screens. 1, 2. Okay, I'll show you 4. I don't know which one this is first. Let me see. I'll show you the oldest one first. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. This is 4 weeks ago. Give me a second, y'all. Jose, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Let me put that up on the screen. Appreciate the $1.99. All right. So let's go ahead and hit present. Okay. I want to see if you guys can something here. Okay. So that was from April 8th through the 14th. Okay. As you see here, my earnings $734.96. I'm not making $1 million at DoorDash. I do other things. These are my earnings. Me being very transparent with you guys. Okay. Active time was 24 hours and 50 minutes. Okay. All right. $734.96. If anybody's at home that has a calculator, you can like to play along with us. You can figure out what that is per hour. Okay. Just stay with me here. Okay. Let me go to the next one real quick. Okay. The next one should be 538. Let me make sure that that's popping up. Oh, why is it not popping up? All right, so the next week, which I think was a week after that. Oh, Lord. I hate this. I hate doing this. Let me remove this. Hold on, guys. So 7:34. I got to get another monitor. I have to get another monitor. It has to happen like this week. Okay, 583.59. You guys should see that right now. 583.59. Okay, the next week, 15th through the 21st. 20 hours of active time, so a little bit less. That's obviously why we made less. 20 hours, 583.59. Stay with me. I'm not gonna bore you all night. Trust me. I got something here for you. Just rock along with me for a second, and then I'm gonna put up y'all's information up as well. Okay, April 22nd through the 28th is what you're gonna see next here. Good Lord, Pedro, figure it out, bro. Okay. Okay, so you should be seeing 565.34, 19 hours, 565.34. One more screen to show you guys, and I'll stop boring you and I'll get to the point. You guys could, for those of you following at home that want to play or whatever, you could figure out what that averages out to be, right, per hour. And I'm going to show you one more, and I'm going to talk. And if I could find it. Good Lord, I've got to get another monitor. Okay. There we go. So the next week's going to be this week, April 29th through May 5th. So this is the last month. Okay, let me put this up before I lose my mind. Nope, that's not it. I hate this. Okay. Okay, hold on. Last week should pop up here. 435.43. Only had 15 hours of time with DoorDash this week. 15 hours, 45 minutes. Okay. 435.53. Now, what is the common denominator in the information that I just showed you? Somebody put it in the chat. Just one person, please. There's enough for y'all here. Hit the thumbs up. What's the common denominator out of the last month, last 4 weeks for me? What's up, AB? Common denominator. Anybody? Do the real hours and dash time. The dash time is irrelevant to me. I multi-app. I pause my app often. The dash time is different. So I'm not trying to tell you guys how much I make overall per day, per hour. That's not what today's video is about. I'm comparing my earnings to what DoorDash is telling people that are potential DoorDash drivers, and I want to compare mine to theirs, why there's a difference, and then I want to talk to you guys and see your numbers. And I want us to talk together. Consistency, says John. Less time, sure, but I was doing deliver that, so that's part of the reason for that. But consistency, you're onto something there. Decreased hours you worked. I decreased the hours, and obviously your earnings are going to go down when you decrease it by, a significant amount of hours. It's not like 1 hour. It was like one was 25, one was 20, one 19, 15. So you see, from a month ago, I was working 10 more hours of active time, right? Consistency. $30 an hour minimum. Wes, bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. What's up, Jen? DoorDash, when they tell us how much you could potentially make, they're basing that knowing that most Dashers have a high AR and will, based on whatever reasons. They're new, there's programs, there's benefits to it, whatever. 53% of you guys have 50% higher, which most of you would say is higher acceptance rate. 53% of you have a acceptance rate of 50% at least or higher. A majority of you are 71% or higher, 23% or something of you guys. Follow me. DoorDash is saying Dashers are making so much per active time, right? And some of the info could be low, but Dasher's $25. That's on the high end. Sony's always going to go high, right? Obviously, me, I'm at $30 an hour, $30. Okay, follow me. The reason DoorDash is giving that number, or people are reporting low earnings on DoorDash, is because most people are taking a majority of orders. And they don't know how to cherry pick appropriately. And I'm going to get into that. Now, my AR is 82%. That's high. That's very high. But in my market and with Shop and Pay, I make it work. My AR is 82%. I make $30 per active hour. It's not much significantly different if I include the dash time. And if I give you real numbers, because I'm doing an Instacart or I'm doing this and I'm dashing along the way and I make $16 and then I do deliver that takes 30 to 40 minutes and that's for 35 and I take the 35 plus 16, that was 1 hour. So my numbers are going to fluctuate based on my flow. But $30 per hour with DoorDash is probably on the upper end of what most dashers are making, especially I'm not in a huge city. Okay. Now, you guys, who's willing to share some numbers with me? For those of you, I'm going to guess your acceptance rate. Put in this week, just do this whole week. You don't need a month. Earnings, active time. I'm going to tell you what your acceptance rate is. Let's go. Okay, let's see here. And I'm saying that, I think there's a lot of different ways, obviously, to do DoorDash. I think some of you guys are going to have an AR that's 3%. It's possible. And maybe you're making $30 per active hour. It's possible, right? 29. So I'm looking for earnings and active time. Don't tell me what it is per hour for you. I want you to tell me your earnings, active time. Okay, let me see. 205 divided by 8, so Josh is at $25 an hour. Okay. 177 hours active. It's $24. $198 and almost 5. So that person's at almost $40 an hour. 324 divided by 13. $25 an hour. See how a lot of you guys are right at that 25. Interesting, isn't it? 197 and 9. 2188. I bet that's a smaller market. 118 and 6. 1966. 295 and 9. 32. 604.25. 2416. 1011 and 39. $25, almost 26. 327 and 8. That's a really good one. You can tell already, $40. Okay. 543 and 23. $23. Okay. And I don't know if it's hard for me to play the guessing game now because Johnny Kneecap, 543 and 23. I would say your AR is low. You have a low AR. 109 and 36. 130 and 4. You have a low AR. Tell me if I'm right or wrong in the chat. Tonight was 35 hours. Okay. I had 70% AR, 58 AR today based on crappy orders. Okay. Johnny Kneecap, 98. Okay. What's my AR, Pedro? Josh, your AR is very low. Maybe 7. Drop your ARs in the chat. Drop the number in chat, and then I'm going to get to my point here in a minute. Not my point, kind of my point. But what I'm seeing, at least in St. Louis, and how you're wrong. Josh's high AR. Interesting. Okay, interesting. I thought you were a cherry-picking family member. Go Giga says 462, 22, 85%, 70 on the dot, 44, 74. Okay. Dash Across America, 76. Okay. 58, 3. So we have a mix here, but we got some high ARs in here. I think to me above 70 is high. That's my benchmark. If you're a 70 or above, that's high AR in my book. 12% AR and proud. You should be if you're making your money. All right, cool. And just to be clear, I don't want anybody, I'm not telling you guys to do anything, but I'm telling you to think about your market because I'm looking at mine. Now, what I've noticed is when the times that I would give DoorDash a lot of my time, okay, and my AR was lower, but I was giving it time, AR's lower volume, right? I was making about the same as I'm making now. What I've noticed with my AR being a little bit higher in a diamond zone, I'm not seeing as much. I'm staying busy. Active and dash times are not exact, but they're close for how I do it. Okay. And I don't have to worry. And I don't about downtime. I don't have to worry. I'm sitting in my car, crossing my fingers for something. I don't have wasted time. I think with a high AR, you can get to your goal quicker. It might not be as efficient as somebody that's just taking $10 pluses. But I don't have to worry. And I think some people with low ARs are worrying and they've left the app and they've gone to do other things. I guess my point is, I think we look at high AR, we look at this, like you guys take trash, it's trash, it's trash, it's trash. You're not, does it matter what I am doing if I'm making $30 an hour? Does it matter if I did 2 $5 runs that were $10 combined, and those took me 25 or 30 minutes, and then I did a shop and pay for $25 or $20, it took me half an hour, so we're at 1 hour of time. They sent me a Taco Bell, and they stacked another Taco Bell. I made $10 for 2 runs, or $12 for 2 runs, or $14 for 2 runs, somewhere in that range. And then they sent me a shop and pay for Aldi, 20 items, knock it out. It's 3 miles, boom. I did three orders and made $30 to $32. It's very common for me. That's kind of how I work. That's what I do within my hours. Sometimes I get a $16 run going 8 miles. I take it. And then I get another 15 double stack going in the direction I just came from. I made $31 and it took me an hour and 10 minutes. That's my, for me, it works. For me, it works. So I say that because DoorDash is telling us dashers are making $25 an hour, and a lot of people laugh at that because their experience is not that, or they're looking at the dash time. It's the active time is what DoorDash is calculating. That's why I'm calculating with you here. Now, when I go out for an 8-hour day, I'm looking at from when I turn my app on to when I hit home, 8 hours. I'm calculating everything. I'm not looking at the active. But for this, because we're talking about one app, comparing it to what DoorDash is telling us, right? And I also believe if you turn on Earn by Time and just did it for a whole day or a whole week, you're not going to make much of a difference. The difference will lie in your profitability, but DoorDash isn't going to care about your profits. You need to care about that. You might do more orders, you might drive more miles, but you're going to make about the same money. Now, I don't believe we're capped. There's this cap discussion we had before to where you're going to work, once you get to a certain money amount, DoorDash stops you. I don't believe that at all. Some of you guys may differ. You might believe in the shadow banning, the pausing. I don't believe that. That's what I just don't believe it. Okay. I think the more you work, if I worked another 30 hours with DoorDash, if I was out right now, I would still be making that $30 per active hour. It wouldn't change. I'd make more money, right? I'd make more money because I just gave the app more time. There's no cap. Okay. If I wanted to make $4,000 with DoorDash in St. Louis, I could not sleep. I could just stay in my car all week and make 4 Gs. That I wouldn't be fun, but I could do that. And my average hour would be less because I was working, it'd probably be like $20 or $22 an hour because in the middle of the night, you're not going to get bangers. But my point is, I think we need to start looking at DoorDash differently. I'm going to say some hi to the chat in a minute. We got to look at it differently. What I see on YouTube and what I hear from you guys is DoorDash is done. I'm not doing it. If you got another catering app, if you've been able to get onto something and you're making money, that's a win for you. I applaud. I salute. You adapted. You changed. It's working for you. Fantastic. But for those of you that have just kicked any particular app or DoorDash, you kicked it to the side because you just whatever. I think you got to look at it a little bit differently. Unless you got another way to make money, I think you have to reevaluate how you look at the app. DoorDash gets a lot of shit. I get them shit all the time. But they've actually, none of us don't want to listen, But DoorDash has told us exactly what their game plan is, and they started doing it about 1.5 years ago. They told us exactly what was coming. They told you that things were changing. They gave you an opportunity to reset your stuff. A lot of pilot test programs. They told you exactly what was coming. So people that are in a market that start tomorrow with the platinum and the tier program that are mad, I hear you. But my goal is I don't want you to be mad this time next year or 6 months down the line because you didn't figure out exactly what was in front of you. You didn't figure out I can still make money with DoorDash. I just might need to work it a little bit less or at different times, but I can still meet my goal for the hours that I'm out and then fill the gaps in with other apps. Or I could give DoorDash the same amount of time, but just work it a little bit differently. Do some shopping, part of the pizza program, widen your mileage a little bit. I think a lot of us are focused. The ways of 2020 and 2021, when we're talking, I need at least $2 a mile, or it's got to be this, it's got to be that. I don't take anything less than $10. That's old thinking, and you are dinosauring yourself out of your own marketplace. There's more drivers, more saturation, there's more competition. You have to think better than the new people, which you should be, but you also have to know exactly what DoorDash is telling you that they are expecting from the consumer and the dasher, okay? Some of you guys would say, well, that's bending the knee. I'm not going to do this. I don't feel like I bend the knee at all. We just have to re-look at the app. You have to re-look at the app. A lot of you guys just have it on all day, and you're just waiting for something great. Turn that motherfucker off. Pause it. Stop it. Don't have it on in an area where there's a lot of Little Caesars if you don't like Little Caesars or Mickey D's. Appreciate the new member, Rolando. Welcome to the crew. We have to be, if we want to make money and you're not hitting your money goals, you got to look at it differently. Or get on a catering app or do this. Don't be dependent on DoorDash, but just use the app in the times that are really good for you. And get to that $30 active hour, and I think that's a profitable wage, and fill in the other with the other. But don't just turn it off. I think some of us are just so mad at it, and we just completely just turn it off, and then we're losing out on an opportunity that could be there. And for those of you that don't like shopping and are mad because the LOPs are gone, the catering's gone, I'm gonna make a whole video about that. I got some insider information on why you guys aren't seeing the catering apps, the orders. I know exactly what it is now. Other people know too, I'm not the only one, but I'm gonna make a video about it because there's some actual tangible evidence behind why the LOP, the catering, it's not just tier related or program related, okay? But some of the people that used to have it aren't having it now. We know that, and some of you guys might be in this room, but there's a reason for that. But the way to replace that is simply by doing shop and pays, man. The base pay is higher. If there's a tip, the valuation is usually good. They're not all good. The same way not all catering were good. We'd see $8, $9, $10 caterings, right? So you have to be willing to replace one for the other. That's how I've been able to stay okay and nauseate you guys with my high AR and $30 per hour. I'm making $30 an hour with DoorDash. We have to be willing to do different things. We just do. We have to be willing to do it. We have to. I got the catering apps now. I'm trying, this past month, as you saw with the numbers I shared, $25, 25 hours with DoorDash 4 weeks ago, 25 hours with DoorDash 4 weeks ago, 15 hours this week. I made less money, but I still made my profits per active time that I needed. When I gave DoorDash my time, I'm profitable. That's all we should be worrying about. Whether you give DoorDash 1 hour or 100. Make every hour profitable for you. Make your whole week profitable for you. That's all that should matter, regardless of your AR. But how is it somebody in St. Louis with an 82% AR is making more than most other DoorDash drivers? How is that possible? We got to start adapting now. Start adapting now for what's coming in the future. All right, let me say hi to the chat. And let's see. What do we got here? We'll talk with Roy, John Kneecap. I always getting shopping orders. That wasn't me. Canada Club Chicago. What's up? Turk Work. What up, Rick? Always good to see you, brother. Anthony, Marcia. Oh, Sheila, thank you. I didn't see that $2. Appreciate y'all very much for that. Appreciate the super sticker. Gig Wars Official, how you doing? Okay, let me see. I want to hear what you guys are thinking about what I'm saying here. Drop me your information. What do you think? I don't think it's a coincidence that every week I'm making the same per active hour. Whether I was working 25, 20, 19, and 15. So I had 4 different 25, 19, 20, 15. Not capped, Roy. Absolutely not. So if we're capped, Roy, why am I at 30 and Madison's at 24? Other people are at 20. There's no cap. If I worked more, I'd make more. So if I worked 100 hours, I'd make 4 Gs. So Roy says you're capped at an hourly rate. So you think that St. Louis or my account is capped at $30 is what you're saying, right? So what do you guys think in the chat? Roy brings up a good point. It's a good talking point. If mine's 30, so regardless if I work 15 or 25, Pedro, DoorDash is going to give you $30 per active time. That's because of how I work my app and my algorithm and the programs that I have in my diamond status and in my priority, Roy? Is that what you're saying? And that if other people don't have what I have, they're going to be maybe at 25. What's your answer to that? Chat, tell me in the chat. Still at pre-50 orders and the e-bike. Okay, yeah, so you're still working out. I make the same 25 with DoorDash. I multi-app and make 35 plus. Yeah, always going to make more. Then my $30 per hour is just with one app. It doesn't include the other ones. Dash Cosmera, how's it going? I work different markets, but all by hour. I make the same whether I do it. Okay, you do by hour, so you're going to make the same, right? 50 hours for breakfast. What's your experience with Little Caesars? I'm not a fan of it. Count in 1450, just like real estate, location. Yeah. Do you factor in the catering orders? Yeah, no, the catering is separate. That's delivered that. That's not part of the only information I shared is just my DoorDash numbers today. But do you guys think then that somebody with me, with all the programs and a high AR priority diamond zone, $30 is probably the cap in St. Louis? I can agree with Roy on that. And then the more hours I work, I'm just going to suck more of that $30. And if somebody has a low AR, they're not getting priority, they're not in the pizza program, and they're not prioritized for shop and deliver in St. Louis, it's going to be about what my girlfriend makes when she goes out. $24, 25, sometimes 22, but I'll give it a high end, 25. So $5 difference. Contrapolate that over the year. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. 25 to 30 is a lot. So Madison's a normal DoorDash driver. They tell her you're going to make about $25 per active hour. That's about what she makes in St. Louis. If she were to adapt and try some things a little bit differently, work the app a little bit more like I do, she'd be making $5 more per hour. That's what it is. There's tiers in the DoorDash app. There's tiers in every app. Every app has it. They're calculating you. They're putting you in these tiers and priority, not priority, this, that, caps, whatever we want to call them. Roy's got a point here. The dollar valuation is not capped, but the hourly might be. And some hours you're making 35. I've made $60 an hour this week. Sometimes but then some hours you make 15. But boop, 30 is where Pedro's at. Madison's 25. Some of you guys might be 31 in your market, 28, 25. So my challenge to you guys, appreciate that, Pam. My challenge to you guys is, where's the top end of your market with DoorDash? And how do you get there? It's a numbers game, guys. A lot of us make this harder than it needs to be. The things that we do with DoorDash is easy. Pick up, drop off, McDonald's bag, boom, boom. It's easy. But it's up to you to take it to the next level. Can you go out there in your market and make in $25 an hour active time? Easy. Easy. My daughter's almost 3. She could do it. If I gave her the keys to my car, she can go out and make probably at least $22 an hour to $25 an hour doing DoorDash. She's 3 years old. She can turn earn by time and probably make at least $20 an hour and not have to worry and take everything. Boom, done. Now your costs and other things aren't involved there, but you get the point. These are just black and white numbers. Black and white. But how do we get somebody from that to adding $5 more per time that you're out? $5 is $5. We add that up. That's an extra order you don't have to do, but you're getting paid for. That's how I think about it. Do I want to have to do an extra order to make what I should be making, or should I just look at the app and figure out how to get my account to this point to where I'm not mad at it? All right, let me see what you guys thinking here. George, appreciate that. I only see 3 to 4 offers in an hour, and I'm platinum 82% AR. So George, you might just have way more drivers than I have in St. Louis, or your market just might not have the volume. Could be a lot of things. Some people don't even see 3 to 4. But so if you're 82% AR, you see 3 to 4. That means you're taking 2 to 3 orders an hour, right? Real Tax Talk says my average is between 23 to 28 per active hour since January 1, 2024. There we go. Okay. So I think it's up to us to look at our historical data on your accounts and look at those numbers. Okay. And you can actually pull up in your account, you can actually get all that stuff, and like they can download you a file, and because the history just on the surface level of the app with the earnings doesn't go back that far, but the information's there. You can get them good and see what those numbers, break them down, do this. It's going to take you 15 minutes and think back to, okay, last month, this is what my account was like. And I did this. Now I have shopping pay. Then I didn't, or now I have this. My AR was 30%. Now it's 50. Last month it was 50. Now it's 70. The numbers don't lie. What picture is being painted by your numbers? That's going to tell you, do you need to change something or not change something? It's as simple as that. Take the feeling, the emotion, the I think this, I think that, I feel this way. I don't like this. I don't like Curry. I don't like DoorDash. Look at the numbers. Okay. Do a little bit of breakdown of your numbers. How much mileage, the gas, do that. I think a lot of you might be surprised at what you're really making and what the difference is and why. And what do you need to do for the rest of the year to add $5 an hour on average? That's what we need to be thinking about. I feel like when I think most other content creators, all of them besides me, I think I'm the only shill left. Bentley's not making videos. I mean, I haven't seen a video from him in a minute. And I feel like every other DoorDash content creator that I see, their experience is very negative with DoorDash. I have negative experiences, but I'm saying at the totality of the week or the month, it's going to be way above average. But the common denominator for most is I don't think they adapted. That's what I think. And I think we're going to see that growing. I think we're going to see that trend. And then as the other apps that everybody's starting to work, start to get even more, we're going to have to adapt again. That's all we're doing here, is adapting. Every 6 months, you have to adapt to the changes. To make $5 more hour, I probably need to pause orders unless I'm around a big restaurant. Yeah, there's things you could do. Listen, if I get to a certain spot, if I pick up from Salt and Smoke on Hampton, it's paying me $8 going 3 miles. I'll do it. I don't even think about those as much. I might look at the house and look at but I'm not over dissecting these orders. I'm keeping my wheels kind of going. I'm taking profitable runs, and all my stacks. If I'm at a Taco Bell with a $6 and they add a $5 going a mile, automatic take it. Automatic. If it's $12 for 2 Paneras, 5 miles at 1 o'clock, taking it, not overthinking it. It's taking me 30 minutes. I made $12. Boom. All I need is 1 or 2 more orders, and I'm right at where I need to be. We got to figure out how we're not just sitting and wasting time. I think a lot of us are sitting and we're doing nothing in hopes of the big Cinderella order, the big cherry on Instacart, the big unicorn, the big whale. The whales aren't there as much. Most of the whales are going to be on pre-scheduled catering or the occasional banger Instacart or Walmart Spark. The big whales are not around. They're not as plentiful. We got to change and adapt our game a little bit. Like I said last week, we used to be that home run hitter in baseball. Boom, boom, boom. We're young. We're knocking out home run every game. Boom, boom. I'm happy. We're starting. Some of us are getting a little fat. We're getting a little slow. We're losing our power. They're starting to hit the warning track now. They're bouncing off the wall. We're making some doubles, but we're hitting 50 home runs last year. Now we're down to 25 home runs. But we still want to do the same thing. You can't do the same thing. You have to change your approach in that batter's box. You have to change the way you look at the game. That's how you're going to have a longer career and make more money. That's how the baseball players stay around for 20 years versus a guy staying around for 5. But the 5 years he had were fantastic. Made some good money. Set a couple of home run records for his team in the month of May and June and August. He's not even on the team anymore. And the guy that wasn't doing as many home runs as him, but was very consistent, adapted, played different positions, wasn't afraid to try something new. He's still in the league. He's on his 4th or 5th contract now. And he's still liking the team that he's on. I think that's a fair analogy. But that guy that kept wanting to hit home runs and said, fuck this shit, and threw his bat, got another bat, but his mind didn't change. Kept wanting to hit home runs. Fuck this bat. Boom. Broke it over his knee like Bo Jackson. Got another bat. Kept doing the same thing. While the managers around him changed, his teammates changed, the commissioner changed, rules changed, he didn't change. That's why he's not playing anymore. That's an on-the-fly analogy. I think that's a pretty spot-on one. And I'm not here to change y'all's mind. I'm just giving you my perspective, what I see, what I know is coming. When we start talking about these other apps and stuff like that, as they become more drivers doing them, which is great, where's DoorDash going to be in there for you? Will you ever come back to it? Will you not come back to it? To me, DoorDash is not dead at all. I think drivers have died, and that's sad. The volume and the opportunities are there, but I think a lot of us just don't even want to mess with the app anymore. I don't understand that. Okay. Let me read some comments. What do you guys think about what I'm saying? I'm going to stop for a second, take a drink of my tea. What up, Badger? How you doing, brother? So, I'm gonna pull up that YouTube again real quick. Hold up. Where's that at? Yeah, let me pull that up. Let me share this for everybody as well. I put this poll up yesterday. I'm going to put it up one more time. This is your guys' results. 3.2 thousand. It's a lot of people. It's a decent amount. Let me get that off. Okay. So, what is your current DoorDash acceptance rate? 53% of you guys are 51% or higher. 51% or higher. Now, some would say, well, Pedro, they told us we needed to do this. I need Dash now. They play the games. Hey, that could definitely be true. But the majority of you guys have a high AR. For me, or have above 51%. The majority, 40%, have above 71 or more. Now, let me ask you guys this. Who do you think is making more money? The 0 to 10, to 11 to 30. Who do you guys think? Just with DoorDash, not overall. Just with the DoorDash app. Who do you think is pulling more money out? I don't know. I'm asking you guys. I wouldn't pretend to know that I have that information. What do you guys think? Appreciate everybody for being here. Hit the thumbs up. Dashing is still better than delivering pizza from Domino's and Pizza Slut. Did that for 13 years. Hey, I'm glad you're doing something better. Raven says 83%. Juan says adapting is key. Yep, absolutely. Dash Across America video Corolla because my take everything challenge sent me down to 2 mile. Oh, I have to look at it. I think you said you sent me an email. I think 51 to 70 is making more. Yeah, well, could be. In St. Louis, I'll tell you this right now. Once I get to like 74, 75%, it's easy to keep it there and then get it to the 80s like I've had it all week this week. It just is because I don't see as much shit. I think that's a sweet spot. 75 to 80 is in St. Louis is the sweet spot for me. It really is. Should I go full time into this from my part-time job? No, Jet. I'm going to put this comment up. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't recommend anybody do this work full time. If you have to do it full time, make it the best that you can. I don't recommend doing this full time. That's my short answer for you. Now, if we have to based on other situations, that's different. But I wouldn't work less of a W-2 unless I absolutely hated it and was making nothing. But if you're making about the same or more, don't leave a W-2 and come to this work. You're going to be disappointed overall. That's my opinion. And I say that with immense sincerity. What up, Lynn? How you doing? Yeah, interesting take, Roy. Roy says, I don't think it matters what your AR is if they have you capped hourly. It doesn't matter what the AR is. Yeah, but Roy, I believe that there's levels to it. I believe there's levels to it. And I believe if you have a lower AR in some places, you're going to have to work a lot more. You're going to have to stay out longer to make your money. But as far as the hourly, there could be something to that. Agree 100%. 75 to 80, man. Matt, I really believe that. I really, in doing this enough and trying enough things with DoorDash, I've done the low AR, I've done the high, I've done the middle. I've tested all the programs for you guys. I mean, I've done everything you can do. I've done it long enough. I've worked all different meal periods. I really feel like there is something to that. I absolutely would wager any amount of money on that. What up, Keto? How you doing? Trying to get away from it. Okay. What about Shipt? Do you consider that gig work? Shipt isn't Shipt gig work unless you're a W-2 for Target. I think it's gig work. Shopping, right? All right. Red from Gig Wars Official says, I get here on Tuesday, so the 7th, right? I'm looking forward to it. I'm sick of the damn diamonds. Yeah, we don't have it yet. It's coming here at some point, I think, Red. I think it's coming at some point. I do. Seattle 83 in the last 3 hours. Nice. Been hearing some crazy things about Seattle. Heard the order volume's down. I hear some drivers are not happy. There's all kinds of stuff going on in Seattle. It seems like it's a mess over there, but you're making money, so I salute that. Oh, you poor bastards. Look forward to it. Y'all funny. You know what's interesting, though? I do like that I see people with a low AR, and depending on your market, and you're still making money with DoorDash, and fantastic, man. I think most of those people have a lot of other apps, but it's interesting. And some would say, well, that's Pedro. I think most dashers just make about the same money. And I think most dashers do make about the same, but I think there's levels. And $5 an hour is pretty significant difference. If you're talking $1, $5, it's a lot of money per hour. Think about that in your old W-2 days. Back in the day, we used to get, if you got $1 raise, that was a big deal. $5 raise, you had to get promoted twice for that. All right, there was one other thing I wanted to show you guys. Let me get rid of this real quick, if I can. Debating starting a YouTube channel. Well, what's the debate? Take your phone out and start making content. Don't overthink it. Just make it. Make it an upload. Make it an upload. I make $22 in a $13 market. So 13 is your earn by time, and you're making 22. And I bet if you did earn by time, if that's what your number is, that's just with the base pay, right? I bet you'd be making about the same if you did earn by time or earn by offer. Unless you're somebody that has priority with shop and deliver, then I don't see the incentive of doing earn by time. Otherwise, I think you're going to make about the same money. I think your marketplace sets the tone. The difference is, and I don't recommend it, is you're going to deliver to some miserable clowns that don't tip, and that's just miserable. So we don't want to do that. No, I'm earned by offer. Okay, got it. What do I think about cash orders? You know what? Before I show you guys that, I'll answer some questions. This is going to be a lighthearted live. Just a little informational shit. We're sharing information. I think that's really good. Been a while since we've done that. What do you think about the cash orders, Pedro? Turk, I've done them. I don't like them. Some people do. It's not for me. I just don't want to have to deal with the change and making change and carrying the cash and all that. Not my thing. But I do think there's some benefits to it for some people. I'll read some comments. Bob says, I think high AR versus low AR will balance out in the end for most people. I mostly agree with that. The difference is how hard you work to get there. Sure. Definitely something to that. Question: do customer ratings also play a part in what gets sent to you? Customer ratings? I don't know. I don't really think so. I do think if a customer rates you highly, they'll pair you together over time. So that could be beneficial. But I don't think I'm not really sure, honestly. Not sure about that. Sheila, you will get an email telling you that you are that. That's how you would know. Okay, I have over 1,500 lifetime deliveries and have only received 3 cash tip orders. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. The cash stuff we were talking about, too, is mostly there's cash. We collect cash from customers for, like, pizza runs. Cash on delivery is the bomb. I'll get $150 per week in cash tips. Nice. Yeah, I think in some areas, some people really like it. I think if I did it for, like, a whole week and had it on, I'd probably make some good money doing it. Problem is, I'm doing an order that there's no upfront tip, so the base pays $2 or $3, right? And I'm gambling on if there's a tip or not. Where I could spend the same amount of time and do an order that I know is going to be $8 or $9. Does that make sense? Where the $2 or $3 that I'm on, it's a coin flip. So for me, it could work, it might not work. I don't know. What up, Mr. J? How you doing? I receive cash tips daily. I had a cash tip. A guy tipped 8 in the app and tipped me 8 in cash this week. I had $8 cash tip and a $2 cash tip. So I had $10 in cash tips. Now, once hits your phone, are you also in the pizza program? And I say that because I was, and then somehow my account, it got untoggled. So I had to resubmit a pizza bag picture. Now, in between that time, I don't know how long, I was still getting some pizza orders, but I noticed there was a little bit of a drop in Papa John's Pizza Huts. And that could have been coincidental, but I think the cash is mostly just on Papa John's, from what I understand. Rookie Chef, what's up, bro? Good to see you. What's popping? I'm good, man. Good to see you, brother. I'm here checking in. Appreciate you for checking in, man. I hope you are well, you and yours. Yes, I'm in Pizza LOP shopping. Got it. Okay, good. Kevin says, I've gotten over 50 in cash tips this year. Nice, man. Nice. What up, Slim? How you doing, bro? There's a dude who gives me $2 cash every single time. I know it's him every time I see the order. Nice. Got a $20 cash tip. Got a $20 app tip and $20 cash tip. Yeah, man. Some people, most of the time it's people they tip twice, but I don't see them often. You don't see them often, but sometimes you're gonna see them. I said I didn't have a pizza bag and still get orders. Yeah, I think if you're part of the program, and there's pizza orders out there, the likelihood of you getting one's more. But if there's not people that are part of the program and you happen to be around and you're not, they're still going to send you something because somebody has to take that run, right? And DoorDash even tells you if you don't have a pizza bag, ask them. Or if you don't have one, but you can still continue with the order. So they don't even really care if you have a pizza bag. It's weird. It's really weird. Liz says I get a lot of cash tips. Okay, nice. So real quick, once again, and I want to put them up on the screen. What is your AR? Let's see if it's the low ARs or the high ARs are rocking with us tonight. Then for you, it's your tips and your been really good actually. It's been really good. I'm averaging $34.50 per order with the tip pool. Have really like delivered that. Okay. Juicy says 75. We got a 90. Sydney's at 33. 64. My man Giggity's at 10. Park Gig 41. 85. 69. 90. I saw 68. 46. 25. 19. 12. Traders at 13. I saw a 2%. I see a 98. I see a 90. A 68. A 94. I'm trying to keep up with y'all here. 85. 81. 37. 82. So pretty good mix here. I would say a little on the high end. More people are a little higher. I see a 2. Oh, 2% as well. Yeah. 93. I would say most of you guys are above 70. So the poll results match the people that are watching here. I'm not surprised. Bingo. Yeah. I won G97. 82. I like 69. Okay. Yeah. This is a good number. 84. Mary, appreciate you for being a member. 82%. Texas Tough, 100. Damn, son. I'll never be at 100%. There's no way. I'd lose my mind. That'd make for a good video, though, wouldn't it? That video would give me a lot of clicks and views, but I'm not gonna do that to myself. 45, okay. Get orders regardless of AR, nice, okay. 38 says raised on Scrabble. Oh man, chat's going too fast. 71. Kevin's laughing, okay. 3,000 dashes in 200 days. When do they ask the challenge offers? I don't know. 98, okay. April says, so always look to verify that your pizza bag is verified. They do it all the time. Yeah. 83, my lifetime average, 30 to 40. 79 now. Ooh, wow. 100, 10%. 100% with glitch and algorithm will punish. I don't know what that means. I was 0% 10 days ago, got up to 81 now. 71. Why? Damn! Hub City Hustler. So you took everything for like several days or weeks, didn't you? Damn. That's great. My sister's is 80, is 98. Okay, I shut my pizza bag off. Little Caesars. I don't go to Little Caesars. Don't go. DoorDash is winning. Everyone's AR is up. See, okay, I love this comment because this is a fact. And I talked about this last year. I do think some Dashers might be winning as well with that. But I think overall, the more orders that you take are crap, you're not, it's not good. But DoorDash is definitely winning. 100%. And some of us are winning along with them. Others aren't. That's a good point. Chelsea, how you doing? Good to see you back. I feel like it's been a couple weeks. Karina, 78. Okay. All right, cool. I just like to get a little pulse. Chucky Tucky, 77. Chucky Tucky. 539, 16 hours active time, 10%. All right. Sharing some numbers with us. I love it. Okay. All right, so let's look. I'm going to do a little audit of YouTube channels. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go into YouTube and let's see if I type in DoorDash, what's the current landscape of the DoorDash content? Positive, good, bad. I'll just type in DoorDash. Okay, all I did was type DoorDash on YouTube. You guys are going to see exactly what videos are going out there right now. Let's take a look. Hold on. Share screen. Let's take a look at the landscape. It's been a couple weeks since I've done this. All right. Oh, there we go. Sarah Elizabeth. Shout out to Sarah Elizabeth. Fan of her show. So there's me. There's Art. That's us right there. We solved it in St. Louis. $30 an hour is what mine is. And that's what it's going to be if I continue to work the way I work. And I'm going to take that. So call me a shill. Call me what you want. I'll take $30 an hour active time on one app. And 35 per hour on Deliver That. 30 on Instacart. You mix in a curry run that might be $50 for an hour and a half, and boom. In St. Louis, man, I'm $35 an hour on average with all the apps when I want to give gig economy my time. I'll take that. I've cracked and solved the code in St. Louis. It's very easy, actually. Okay, so let's go back into here. I want to look and see. All right. I was doing it wrong, says Sarah Elizabeth. What were you doing wrong, Sarah? All along. How I've been scammed. Oh, there's our friend Richard. DoorDash phases out Top Dasher in Las Vegas. I believe his zone's going to the tier program. I believe Richard's not having a good time with DoorDash. I saw his video the last couple, this past weekend, a video or two. I hadn't seen him in a while. I wanted to check in. It looks like he's struggling on DoorDash based on his videos. Ready for this. Got a challenge there from my man, Travel JTB. There's migrant crisis causing problems for DoorDash. Right along with Bree. Hopping on that migrant train. There's Zach's. Oh, that's an older video from him. Here's Driver Mike 5 days ago. Silver DoorDash dash full. He looks really miserable in his thumbnail. He's not having a good time making content right now. There's my man Mushi Moo, the reality of being a Walmart Spark driver. Walmart Spark? I typed in DoorDash. There's Joey Delivers, or Joe Easy Delivers. I switched to DoorDash Earn by Offer as a platinum status dasher. Okay. So we're seeing some tier talk for sure. JTP, DoorDash Earn by Time. New from your driver Mike. Some shorts. Removing Diamond Zones, Sincere Deliveries. New. Mike looks happy there. New changes for DoorDash Dashers 2024. Attention, DoorDash driver. This is my man, Dashing Trader. This is what you get with 9% AR 8 days ago. Okay. So, you know, about what to expect. Who's this guy? Why dashers are done. Oh, that's a handsome fellow. Okay, who's that? Ooh, it's Meaty Mama. Dashing my way out of debt. Episode 149. When the customer decides to argue with you. Ooh, shit. I had some of that this weekend, sister. I'm sorry to hear it. Okay, so yeah, there's some DoorDash videos for you guys. All the usual suspects that are staying relevant and current with the DoorDash content in the gig economy. All right, let's get this back up. And come on. Why does it give me that? There we go. All right. So check out some of those channels. We just did a little channel brief for y'all as well. How do I crack this page? I get only about 20 views per video. Oh, I don't know. And everybody's page will be different because the algorithms for YouTube are personal. But I'll say this. I want you to Google and watch YouTube videos about SEO, search results, keywords to put in your video descriptions, and descriptions of when you're titling your videos. Do your research with those topics. I only believe more finance videos. Me too. He is the leading source of gig economy news in 2024. DoorDash ain't getting shit. What? Thank you for the searching Swifty. More finance of Door. Shout out to Meaty Mama. Yeah, she's a hardworking parent. Yeah, I love her out of debt miniseries there. Basically what it is, which is really, really, really cool. Giggity knows what's up. Giggity knows exactly that little side eye. Listen to DoorDash last earnings calls. Yeah, so DoorDash has a record amount of volume right now for orders, completed orders. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. There was a report this past week, several of them. That's not from the records. The earnings call is different, but their stock price went down. But there's different reasons for that. But the volume's up on DoorDash. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. So everybody that says it's dead is just stupid. So if I see another video, DoorDash is dead, I'm gonna slap somebody in the face. So I'm not gonna slap anybody. I love everybody. I'm just I talk. I just there's a comment. Hold up. John, I appreciate that. I work really hard at this, man. I wouldn't say it's the best, but if it's the best for you, that's all that matters. But thank you, man. I put a lot of time and effort. I love doing these videos, these lives with you guys, coming up with ideas and filming and the community. I love it. I look forward to doing this stuff. Fraud is killing DoorDash profits. Yeah, it could be. I mean, they've been selling off their own stocks and shares, the executives and things. So there's a lot of things are happening. But the volume is, they're getting more delivers ordered. I'm telling you, they're getting more orders delivered. Yeah, no, you can never take anything that just comes up. You don't want to do that. Robert, I hear you on cherry picking. Cherry picking all day, certain parts of my town and routes that just not work for me. I take orders. I enjoy it. Love that. Love that. And I think cherry picking now is different than it was 2 years ago. But you can still cherry pick. You're just doing it different. There's not as many cherries out there, but there are a lot of apples. There's a lot of oranges. You know what I'm saying? There's not as many cherries. There's just different fruit. There's not as many unicorns. There's not as many catering on DoorDash at least. But there are on other apps. You got to know where to find them. But we should know the volume is going to be down compared to COVID times and pandemic times and all that kind of stuff. But it's not. There's just so many. DoorDash has got into the retail space, the UPS package space. The PetSmart, the retail, the pets, the Sephora. They're doing everything now. So that's why overall the volume is still there. I hope that makes sense. Alcohol deliveries are up. Yeah, that's yep. I didn't even mention that one. I do those all day. I think I just cracked one. How many have I done? Did it say I did like 200 or 300? I got an email like a couple of weeks ago. DoorDash stock is at 114.02 as we speak. So you guys remember 2 years ago it was like 60 something bucks. Am I wrong or am I right? Wasn't it? I feel like it was. I don't have any DoorDash stock and I'm not buying any. I'm just referencing. I do the alcohol all day, Kevin, bro. All day long, man. All day. I pick gold. Very careful order selectivity. I don't wear DoorDash catering when. Oh, I know where it went, Ryan. I'm gonna talk about that this week, brother. I don't wear DoorDash catering when. Did they lose mostly? Ryan? Yep. I got a video coming out with some info for y'all. Trader says he sees 11388. Yeah, I think that was the same number, right? 114 is stout. Okay, so it's about 113 to 114. You think so? I've been hearing. Oh, thanks for this. I've been hearing about that. I don't know. Johnny Cat, appreciate the 2, man. Miles and miles and miles of you. Top dasher for life, 98%. Appreciate that, man. Web Bull. So you guys are looking at different stock areas, I would imagine. That's what you're referencing. E-Trade, okay. Waiting for the pivot, man. I know. I don't know. I've pivoted in a lot of different ways, but I don't know. The DoorDash life ain't over. The DoorDash content's not done yet. You'll be the first to know, though. What up, Zach? How you doing, man? Why do I get alcohol deliveries from a convenience store but not liquor stores? Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Well, I get them from both, but yeah. I get alcohol from, like, grocery stores, too. Bitcoin down 61K. Time to buy. Yeah, Bitcoin. I've been hearing about that. Let me just say this publicly. I think all the crypto stuff is a scam, but I've watched some things, and I'm not saying that's true. That's my opinion. I've had some stuff back in the day. I sold it, but I think it's all scam. So it's my opinion. Don't beat me up in the chat. You think what you want. For me, having success is great. I think it's a scam. Perpetuated? Is that the what's the word I'm looking for? I can't say it. I think it's a scam, and it's a way to take from the 99% that will lose money with that. Lots of lemons, yeah. You talking about the fruits, yeah. Perpetuated, right? I would agree with that. I'm not an expert here. I'm not giving financial tax advice, but I would agree with that. I would agree with that. All right, cool. I knew tonight's live wasn't going to be super long. I wanted to share with you those numbers. I'm going to pull them up again for you guys, if I can. I'll just pull up the 1 week. I think it was this one. This was 4 weeks ago, right? Yeah. Okay. Go back in here. Where is it? There it is. Let me share this with you guys real quick. It's not a lot of money, but that's not. You make money doing a few things here in this channel, right? So that was the week I was active for 25 hours, made 734 or whatever, right? Basically, what I'm showing you this for is, regardless if I work 5 hours, 10 hours, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, I'm going to be, the more I get, if I worked anything more than probably 50, it'd go down from 30 to less than that. I make more money, but, because then I'm going to have to work at times when it's slower, the volume's not as good, early morning, maybe late night, but I'd still be able to make decent money. So for me, I just found a sweet spot in St. Louis. I'm going to be active with DoorDash between 15 and 20 hours. And every time that I'm active and I'm giving DoorDash my time, I'm going to make $30 an hour. And I'm going to fill my gaps in my earnings with a little bit of that, pre-scheduled orders, the occasional curry if something's good, but that app's really, really garbage. But I did 2 this week, a $52 and a $22. So I made like almost $80, whatever. And then Instacart. So DoorDash doesn't need to be my #1 app for earnings. It just needs to take part of my pie of my earnings. But that when I'm doing it, I just need to make sure, and I will make sure, because I set my account up and I know my marketplace. And I want you guys to do the same so that when you give it your time, it's not bad overall. Okay. Nomadic, what else? Lens agrees with Nomadic. What Nomadic say? I gotta read it. Pedro's hair looks so fluffy. I washed it today. That's why. I don't wash my hair often. I know it's gross, right? But I washed it today, so it looks a little fluffy. Brushed it. It's got the curls. You know. Appreciate y'all ladies for noticing. 800 is probably top 5%. I wouldn't really know. 303. I don't know what y'all talking about. I work from my apartment, basically make 300 to 500 plus a week. Nice. There we go. Okay, I want to read this here. Kenneth, what's up, man? Pedro, when you making the video regarding problems with LOP, it's been driving me crazy, and support is no help. Support's not going to be a help. Support can't answer questions like that. Unless it's about an order specifically and you had an issue and they can look up something, but no. There's reasons, and now I'm going to share them this week. But I'm going to give you guys what you can do to combat it, okay? Because I know a lot of people are not seeing the caterings, the LOPs, the big ones. There's a reason for it. Some people still are seeing some, but the volume is definitely not there. But there's a reason for that, and I'll share that this week. I might make the video tomorrow or Tuesday. I haven't decided yet. Another question. Okay, I like the questions. I love the questions. Ryan, was your DoorDash call the Zoom 30-minute call I was invited to, or something different? Ryan, that was not. No, mine was one-on-one with one person. I don't know anything about no Zoom thing. Maybe that's something else. I have no idea what that is. Mine was not. Yeah. So Gig Wars officials had 3 last week. Okay. What do you guys consider? As I think the word catering and LOP, or I think sometimes we can. What do you guys consider? Let's just call it a large order. Are we talking $100 plus subtotal because that's what DoorDash says, or do we have individual metrics for that? Is it based on dollar amount? What do you guys base? Are you basing it if it tells you need a catering bag, which means you're part of the LOP program, whereas I'm not, but I might still get a really big subtotal order? What do you guys base it on? Catering base is 8, so you're basing it on there. LOP is 100 plus. Catering is merchant catering. Okay. Yeah, I see some retail merchant ones from a local barbecue joint, and I know that was facilitated on their website, and they just dispatch it through the DoorDash app. And those, they don't ever say catering for me, but the payouts can be pretty good. I had one. It was maybe like $140 worth of food. It paid like $40 this week. Over $10. Okay. Question: did Bobby got his rent? Yes. But I took it back. Setting up. Okay, catering to me are trays. Okay, interesting. So I don't look at it like that, Ceci. I've set some up where there's trays or sternos, but I've done catering runs at least with Deliver That, and they're in boxes or just one big brown bag. Like I've done, yeah. So for me, it's not necessarily. It doesn't have to be in a tray necessarily. I did a catering order on Deliver That paid $30 whatever, and it was one cookie cake. That was like a $50 order, but the customer used Easy Cater to facilitate it. So that's why we saw it on Deliver That. Uber Eats calls them large orders. Yeah, Gig Gal, how you doing? Erica, how you doing? Ironic, I get crypto ads watching this. That's funny. Badger says, Pedro, I got a large order a couple weeks ago and nothing said catering made fee. Yeah, I get those too. Mine don't say catering. But there's various reasons for it. I don't really know, but this might be one of the comments of the night. Leave that sit there for a second. There we go. Like people talk about Chipotle catering. I've never done a Chipotle catering. I've done some couple large orders, never a catering with the boxes and all that. Never. I hope to do one maybe on Deliver That, but. So Jessica says 70 to $100 so you're talking a subtotal of the food? Yes, Marty, I believe, yeah, that's large orders are $100 subtotal or more. Catering is definitely different. Yeah. But I think even for me, it's like, does it have to be considered catering for it to be a catering? No, right? Does it have to be large? I think sometimes as long as the money's good, I'm looking at that dollar. They can call it whatever the hell they want. They can call it a crap order. $50. Ooh, okay, I'm on it. Call it a crab order. I'm doing it, you know. Yeah, I never done Chipotle. I hear about it, but you know, never one of the catering types. But I've also not in the catering program. But I do have a catering tomorrow. I did one yesterday. Some of you guys might have watched my ride along. In the morning, I work for a Saturday for an hour. Never done that yet, but I did it for content mostly and the experience. But I got one sent today for tomorrow. It's super early, but I'm starting to get more breakfast opportunities. I've done 2 dinners, a breakfast, 2 in the afternoon, and most of them are between 10 and like 11. But tomorrow morning, 6:30, I'm going to IHOP. IHOP opens at 6, $390. I've never been to IHOP, so I took it because I want to do it. And then I got like an 18-minute drive. It's paying me $12.50 in like base. The mileage and the commission is $12.50, and then I'll add in, 21 to 27. So this is, you know, not a bad way. It's early, but I don't usually start that time. I'll probably do 1 or 2 DoorDash runs after that. I'm gonna come back home. I gotta tag the girlfriend out. She's got something to do. She'll come home, and then I'll go back out for lunch, and I'll smash out an easy $200. Even though I'm basically making at least 35. I'm making at least 35 on the one. And then I'll be able to make another $15 at least. So I'll be able to make $50 in the morning before I got to come home. $50 at least, minimum, easy. Because I already know I'm going to get some kind of Walgreens order, shop and pay. I'm going to do a Starbucks run that's paying between $5 and $10, and I'm going to do something else that's paying between $5 and $10, and boom, $50 to $55 is what I'll make in that hour and a half tomorrow morning. And then all I need to do is make another $150. Very easy in my market. So break down your day, y'all. Break down your day. Early morning live. Ooh, I thought about it. I don't know. I might. Necro, what's up? What were you right again, bro? Tell me what you were right about. Why LOP is gone. Oh, yeah, I know why. I'm going to make a video this week. Make sure you watch it. But you probably already know already. Maybe you know already. Is that with Deliver That? Yes. That's the only catering app I have. I signed up for Delivered, but they're not taking any drivers right now. But I'm going to give it another couple of weeks. I signed up 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to try to reach out and see. Oh, Marty. Awesome, man. Everybody say early congrats. Well, that's Necro. Early congrats to Marty first for Friday. His son's going to be born. That's one of the reasons, yes. Definitely, they're resetting some things. That's one of the reasons. But not the main one. Not the main one. IHOP is the main breakfast place here. Ooh. I'm a little worried that this order is not going to be ready when I get there, but I'm going to stick it through either way. But I'm hoping they're not going to mess with my time. Yeah, congrats, boy or girl. Marty's having a boy, I believe, right? Mike, that's a really good point. The competition is definitely there. The catering apps are all over the place. Great reset coming. Yeah, it already came, bro. It already came. We are at the tail end of the reset. But yeah, Mike, great point about that. Great point about that. Ooh, somebody tried to call me. I got it on whatchamacallit. I don't know why that happened. Thanks for your time. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for your time. You guys have spent it with me. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Appreciate all the super chats today. Just going to hang out for a little bit more, see what you guys got going on in the chat. Deliver That's probably killing it. Where I grew up was getting great catering orders around Dublin, Ohio, small. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. It's not just Deliver That, but that's one of the, there's a lot popping up. And I'll save it for the video. I don't want to give too much information. I'm going to make y'all watch that mug. It'll be this week sometime. You'll see the thumbnail. Johan says, I hop on catering. They're usually pretty good, maybe 5 minutes away. Oh, okay. And I've never done one there. When I pick up from DoorDash, I have a mixed results with their timing, but they open at 6, but that means somebody's going to be there to set up the kitchen and everything, so I'm sure it's going to be fine because it's not going to be super busy when I get there. So they're not going to be dealing with a lot of other DoorDash deliveries or walk-in people, especially on a Monday. So it'll probably be okay. And the drop-off, listen to the drop off. Story time, y'all. Okay, hold up. Story time. So the drop off is going to a place in Illinois, a racetrack. There's some kind of big event going on because it's in the descriptions or the details of the drop off. And I'm like, oh, right. And I know the racetrack. So it's going to be cool. And it says to call this guy, racetrack. He'll come get it. The instructions say he'll come get the pizzas from you. So they've been ordering several things because they're the whole crew's who I'm giving this breakfast to, right? And they use Easy Cater for their meals. For some of them, I'm assuming. That's why I said pizza. I'm not picking up pizza from my house. But it'll be cool to go to the racetrack, drop it off. It'll be cool. It's unique. But I thought that was interesting to see those instructions in there. So, I shouldn't run into any traffic at that time. I might run into a little bit coming back into St. Louis because I got to go over the bridge to get to Illinois. But it is what it is. I'm doing it. So, yeah, I checked. And another thing, I checked that because I wanted to, when you're doing these caterings, or really when you're doing business with anything, especially caterings, and they're pre-scheduled, if the timing is too early or too late, call them. I'll give you a quick example. I did the one yesterday for Firehouse Subs in Illinois, 9:15 pickup or something like that. So I'm like, I know that place ain't open for breakfast. So I called the day before, said, hey, I got a catering with you guys. I just want to make sure that this is like legit. You guys see it. I don't want to waste your time or mine. Highly recommend doing that. Okay. Because some of these places might not know they have a catering. The communication might not have been there. The date or time was wrong. People make mistakes. So don't waste your time by assuming that these businesses are 100% got it covered. You know what I'm saying? So, so today I looked up what times IHOP open because I knew sometimes it used to be 24/7, but a lot of them now in St. Louis, they just for many reasons are not. They said they open at 6. I was like, all right, I don't need to call them like they're going to be open for business before I got to technically be there. So that was cool. Now, if it says something like it was a 5 a.m. pickup, or even if it was a 6:15 pickup, it's a 6:30 pickup tomorrow I got. And let's say IHOP opened at 8 o'clock, and I found that out when I looked. Then I would call and say, hey, I got to pick up for a time that's before you guys are open so that I know, do I keep it? Do I need to drop it? Do I need to call somebody else? So anyways. R.I.P. Curry for King. Curry's trash, bro. Curry's shit. If I might get lucky and do 1 or 2 a week. Most of them I see are so bad. They make no sense. Trader, have a good night, brother. Hit me up, man. Got to talk about that video, man. So, pimping. DoorDash has his favorites and makes deals. Man, shit, whatever. Maybe I'm the favorite. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you already know them cooks is mad. Walking in, dish. Yeah, you already know. Because $300 and something of breakfast food, that's a lot of food. But actually, it's probably it could be things that just pancakes and sausage and bacon. Like some of that might not be really hard. A catering from IHOP, it's probably just going to be some pancakes and hash browns, bacon, sausage, a pan of eggs. Like that's not hard to whip up because it's not like individual meals, right? I expect pans and maybe a bag or two. Yeah. What's good about it, based on the instructions, I mean, I'm going to set this up if they need, but like I think somebody's meeting me outside the gates of the track and then picking it up. But I could be wrong. But either way, if I got to set it up, I'd rather set it up for them. But it'll be pretty easy. These drop-offs have been pretty easy on most of these. I had my first drop-off to a house this week. It was an apartment, actually. Walked right into their apartment, put it on their kitchen table. Like, it's a little weird, but Dash the Maverick, what up? We were just talking, man. We did a lot. We're coming towards the end of the show. I think we're well over almost an hour and a half. So yeah, we're talking about earnings, active time, how it's the same for me. The last 4 weeks, $30 an hour. And that's what I would always do anyway, for the most part, but I just kind of noticed it now. And if anything, but yeah. Marty, have a good night, man. Ooh, this is a good question, Sheila. Can restaurants get rated based on driver feedback, and does that impact the restaurant? Ooh, I don't know how that works. I think we can give feedback. I know on Uber Eats you can thumbs up or thumbs down the restaurant. I believe on DoorDash you'd have to call in or do something or report them. I know that merchants can rate us, anytime you're in a place, and a lot of times it's going to be your mom and pop place or your franchise groups, not the corporate ones. They'll have those tablets. If you have access to those, look at them. It'll say your name, Dasher's waiting, Dasher arrived. It might even say if there's another Dasher coming. Like, it has all that information there, and there's timing involved, and they can rate you. It says it right there. So if you go into a place and you're acting crazy, or if you're not, you're mad because you're waiting a long time, but you're not conveying that in a positive way, they could totally rate you, and they can actually ban you from you making money with them. So, yeah. You're doing a small envelope? Maybe it's a little money in there. I'm not a fan of the Uber Connect, man. I've done a few. I'm not a fan of it. I think most of them are fine, but to me, I don't like doing. The pay's not good. Change it on Uber Eats. We can't rate them. Oh, we can't anymore? Oh, yeah. It's been a while. It's been since last August since I've done an Uber Eats run. So it's been a minute. All right. I think that's what I got for y'all tonight. All right. So I got my catering set up for tomorrow. I'd hope they give me another one for the lunch, but I haven't seen another opportunity. I might get one tomorrow morning. One might come in tonight. I've had that happen before. So we'll see if that happens. Just keep adapting, y'all. Just take the feelings out of the equation with any of these apps and just keep adapting. I'm a little in my feelings about Curry because I think the app is just the worst I've ever seen, but I'll still take it if it's good. But I'm about one or two more things happening from disabling that app. That way I don't have any feeling about it at all. I don't need Curry, okay? I've done it. I've seen what it's like. It's really not for me. It's just, unless I had a Sprinter van or a big truck and I was in another tier within Curry, like another opportunity for a regular dude with a regular car, it's shit in St. Louis. But anyways, that's what I got. Who the fuck is this? I don't know who 100K driver is. They're a troll, though, I can tell. There's somebody that we know, but that are not who they are for real. Chipotle energy to the bomb, wonderful. But yeah, the boxes, I've never seen one yet. So listen, y'all have a great night. I appreciate the thumbs up. If you haven't done that yet, hit on the way. I appreciate the super chats that we got tonight. Very, very, very much. Appreciate the new subscribers if you subscribed on that. If you're watching on the replay, let me know in the comment section down below. I will have content for you guys this week. We'll have the motivational hour on Wednesday. If you're not a part of that, I would really, those are some good Wednesdays. We do them every Wednesday at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, 1 Pacific time. 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central every Wednesday. And we talk about other stuff over there. It's a smaller group of people, but it's a great group. Some of y'all, but then other ones that might just want that kind of content. So we're going to be doing that. I'll do a live this week someday. Talking about probably on like not a curry run, probably like on the Deliver That or something like that. I'll definitely do that as well. I will be. What was the other thing? There was one other video that I needed to make. Hold on. I'm trying to give you guys a little what's coming up. I got it in my notes here, I think. Hold on. Well, I got some Instacart ideas because I've noticed since I'm not platinum. I'm not diamond Instacart anymore. And I didn't do enough the last quarter, so I've noticed some differences with that. But anyways, that's a whole other video. Listen, y'all have a great night. If you're out and you're driving, be safe, make money, make good decisions. If you're home and you're around a loved one, your kids are still up, or your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend, this is what you need to do. And do it for me, please. Give them a hug for at least 20 seconds. Okay? For those of you that know, you know. Give that person a hug for at least 20 seconds. Even if you didn't have a great day with them. Give them a 20-second hug. Tell them you love them. Do that. Do that for yourself. Do that for them, and do that for me. Give the person that you are around right now a 20-second hug. If they're in the other room, in the basement, downstairs, whatever. Do that. And see how that might change the rest of your evening. 20 seconds. I'll see you guys next week. Have a fantastic night.